How did growing up in Dublin shape a guy like Conor McGregor?
Well, I mean, there's the tourist part of Dublin that I guess, I've seen when I've been there just on vacation. That's very different from the actual Dublin, which is a very clannish, parochial place of tight-knit neighborhoods. I mean, over the last 20 years, there have been two major feuds between rival cocaine gangs. Both of those started in the neighborhood where he's from. So he's grown up in a place where, where fighting was very tied to sort of the daily act of living. And I mean, he is from a place where you better learn to fight, if only to protect yourself.
So he learned to fight, but how was Conor able to avoid that drug life, that life of drug dealing, rather, that seemed to be so prevalent amongst his peers?
Well, I mean, there are two things that happened while he was growing up. There was a feud called the Crumlin-Drimna feud, and basically guys were just killing each other, and it started over something, but it ended up just being revenge killing. And I think seeing these tough guys in the neighborhood who had been sort of alpha dogs suddenly afraid and unable to leave their house, for Conor and his group of friends, it was very eye-opening. And, I mean, as we've talked about leading up to this fight, I mean, he is, at his core, an act of self-imagination. And I think early on, he knew he wanted something different than the blue-collar life of his father, and he didn't want to be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life.